Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is MotoMeerkat, and welcome back to the MotoMeerkat channel. Now today, we've been having difficulty upon difficulty trying to get this sorted. Just the game is having problems, my laptop's having problems, the world's having problems. It's all a bit difficult, but I think we've mainly got stuff sorted. We're missing a couple of drivers today. Some people very, very late to tell me that they couldn't race, which is frustrating, but I think we're going to have about 13 or 14 runners, so it should still provide some very decent racing. Now today we are at the lovely Laguna Seca track in obviously California, and we're over halfway through the championship now, which seems a bit mad. Like, feels like yesterday was only the first round, but we've managed to pull all the way through to round 6 now, which is crazy. Hopefully we can have another brilliant race for all of you lovely watchers out there. Now, Laguna is one of my favourite tracks in the world. I remember visiting it about 3 years ago now, I think. Absolutely lovely track. And honestly, this game, and no other games, really do the corkscrew justice. In real life, it is literally almost vertical. It is absolutely mad. So, also a corner which is very, very difficult to master. So it'll be good to see how the drivers do there today. Obviously, being in California, it's nice and sunny and nice and dry there today. So after 2 pretty moist races, I think the drivers are going to be very, very happy to see a race that's actually not just completely flooding their visor full of water. So that's always good. So we had 3 official changes to the driver lineup today. YCB Ferrari couldn't race in the Cadillac today, so we've got Gamer taking his place instead. He's in the black, white and red Dexburn Motorsport number 129 car, so watch out for him on track. He was driving the Porsche 911 last week, and he was doing very well, had very, very good pace, and then on the first lap, exiting the old pit straight at Silverstone, he absolutely binned it on exit, and yeah, but very, very tough time for him. So frustrating, but hopefully this week he can hold his nerve a little bit better, and we can see him still at the top of the timesheets, even though that Cadillac is maybe not quite as good a car, but we'll have to wait and see. Then we've got Southless, was supposed to be in the Aston Martin. He can't make it today. So we've got LH444. He'll be racing in the Aston instead, in the white, green and black JFB Racing 104 car. Now, it's his debut in the championship, so I wish him all the best of luck, but he's definitely been in my open lobbies before. Finn's a lovely bloke, so it'll be interesting to see how he does. Then we've also missing F1 E-Reviews. He's been called into work today, so I had to do a sort of last minute, sorry mate, I can't really make it. So we've got VF2R Daniel taking his place today in the Nissan GTR, the white, red and black Team RJN number 23. A very, very nice looking car, I will say. So be watching out for that on track. And again, it's his debut as well in the championship, so I wish him the best of luck. But otherwise, the boys have just jumped into the practice session at Laguna, and I think we will switch over to the action now. I've just noticed we had 12 when we joined, and now we only have 9 in here, which is not great. So hopefully people are going to start inviting others to get them back in. But let's switch over now to the gameplay cam. There we are. So we've got FH444, one of the newbies in that JFB Aston Martin. A very, very beautiful car, may I say. But yeah, GSR Raptor saying invite in the chat. Yeah, mate, I can't invite from my screen. As I've said before in these streams, I cannot invite anyone, so you have to get someone in who's in the pit. There's JWF1, Jack, Todd, all different people in the pit. So just get one of them to invite you to the session. But yeah, only 9. We want to see more races than this, boys, today. We definitely want to see more races than this. But hopefully we can get people in. Got 9 people watching today. A little bit of a smaller stream today, but we're all chill. We're all good. Liam, hi John, Mr. Meerkat Manor. Hello, mate. Hello. I am afraid I cannot pronounce that Russian name. I wouldn't even have a clue. I'll start going about that. Who's watching FP3? It's about to end. I'm afraid I was setting up this whole stream, so I did not have the time to watch it today, sadly, which is slightly frustrating. But this should finish just before the qualifying is going to start, so I'm definitely going to be watching that. It should be great fun. I think everyone's just very... Oh dear, Arsenal's had a bit of an off there, hasn't he? Oh dear, mate, he's going to have a bit of damage. I have to go back to the pits of that one. Yeah, I think everyone's just excited to see how Nico Hulkenberg does, really, aren't they? Everyone's just very, very excited for Nico Hulkenberg. First time back in a Formula 1 car, which is just madness how this situation has suddenly come about so soon. Yeah, we had, obviously we've had 5 different winners from the first 5 races today. Sorry, the first 5 races of the MotoMeerkat World Series. Not today. Imagine if they were all today. Jesus Christ, I don't think I'll be able to commentate for that long. But yeah, 5 different race winners in the 5 first races. So we've had some incredible action from all these different tracks that we've been to so far. So obviously we've had Toddy Games, who we're watching currently, won the first round in the Algarve. Then WRL Leclerc won the second round in Catalunya. Then it was LSJ Rundle who won the third round. Then Jack who won the fourth round, and then Divan Lur who won the fifth round. So all 5 drivers, I believe, in the lobby today. So all guys with fantastic pace, obviously the ability to win a race, and there are other people in this lobby that have the ability too. So interesting to see how these times come through. I can't quite remember. I do remember people saying on the chat the sort of times that they were getting. I don't remember what were the best times, what were the most competitive, or what people were aiming for. So we'll just see sort of throughout this practice session. Got just less than about 10 minutes left now. We'll see the time start to trickle through. Start to see how the boys do today. 11 people now in the lobby. I think we were supposed to have about 13. So hopefully we can try and get everyone in. Yeah, a lot of people seeming to have problems today. There we go. We've got 12 in now. Thank God, we're getting a little bit better. It's always a crapshoot with this game. On occasions, it goes completely swimmingly. We have no problems at all, and it's all sweet. Other times, every single thing that could go wrong goes wrong. So it can be very, very frustrating, especially when you're just trying to do a good stream. I've been a little bit stressed this morning. So, but we'll see how it goes. Raptor says he's stuck in the pits. That's not good, mate. That's not good. Hopefully there's just someone blocking your pit box and you can easily get out soon. Gaming Gamer says his wheel's messed up. Oh dear. I mean, you could always try and race on controller, mate. If you can try and get that one to work. But in that cheeky Cadillac. And Raptor apparently is stuck in the pits as well, which is not very good. Arsenal was going so fast through the pits there. That's why he just went absolutely meow through the pits. That was very quick. Liam says, have you been snorting nitrous? No, man, that's not really my thing. Right? Okay, then. Liam talks F1, no bias there. Go on, JW. You don't even have to say go on Arctic anymore, mate, because he's changed his... Oh, there's been a large crash at the corkscrew. Lovely stuff, boys. JW's changed his gamer tag to be just his YouTube handle anyway, so glad he's got that fixed. Oh dear, we've just seen someone leave. That's not great to see, and it wasn't even one of the guys that said he wasn't going to race, so perfecto. This is brilliant. I don't know what those boys are doing, Jesus. Absolutely no bodywork on those cars. We got WRL Senna, who's now just crashing, it seems, and Toddy Games near the top of the timesheet. Only, like, what is that? 0.02 of a second in it between those two. So very, very, very interesting to see them at some of the times. WRL Senna, obviously one of the guys who's had very good pace, but hasn't managed to win a race yet this season. So could it be today? We'll have to wait and see. I remember racing him once around here, and he was pretty decent. So good to see, especially in his Porsche, his trusty Porsche. As I don't know why, I'm pretty sure when he's in the pits, it like fixes his car, but for my screen it just doesn't. So then it looks like he's doing laps in just a horrendously messed up car. Which, I mean, it does provide some comedic value, but I'm not sure what they're doing at the end of the pits. We'll switch to some of the other boys who are actually doing laps. Toddy Games, obviously, doing very, very well. He had a great battle out with Jack last time, out at Silverstone. Had obviously all interestingness going on at Silverstone with the rain that suddenly started coming down. Pit strategies all started changing, and it was great. He was able to pass Jack as Jack binned it in the wet. Oh, it was a good race. You should go watch the highlights on the channel now. Dark Files. How many races are left? Well, after this one, there are going to be 4 more. So we've had half the races, and this is the start of the sort of second half of the season. But no summer break or winter break or whatever for us. We just move straight through, basically, so I can get this all done before I go back to uni. It's basically what's happening. Oh dear, I've just seen it drop down to 10 now. Brilliant. Why are all these people leaving? So frustrating. So frustrating. I don't know what's going on. You got PFC looking cheeky in that Janetta, the little British flag on the side. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. And we got VF2R Daniel, one of the new boys, coming for F1 reviews today in that cheeky Nissan GTR. Absolutely beautiful car, that. Absolutely beautiful. But yeah, how are people doing? We've got 7 people in the live chat. How are people doing today? I want to know what's going on with you guys at home. You boys just chilling, having a nice little weekend. Excited for the Grand Prix. VF2R Daniel's getting very, very loose. Not going to get the quick lap times of that boy. You've got Jack as well, who hasn't quite set a competitive time yet. But we know he's obviously very quick, leading the championship by a decent little margin now. So we'll see, only about 4 minutes left of this practice now. See if Jack can set any competitive times and see where he is. Now we've got Divan Lure as well. It is a cheeky Acura. That is honestly one of my favourite cars to drive in this game. Apart from obviously the Ferrari. I mean, you can't not choose the Ferrari. The Ferrari is so OP in this game. That's why it's obviously not being included in this championship. Because it's just far too OP. Honestly, it's so overpowered. It just gives people an unfair advantage. I mean, in another league I was in before, we had Toddy Games, so I mean, doing pretty well in that McLaren at the moment, let's be honest. Cheeky little time of a 25.5 there, which seems like a pretty dominant time at the moment. He was in the Ferrari at the beginning of a championship, and yeah, was just winning everything. Everything at Cobb was so good. Dark Fowl says, I'm heading back to school tomorrow. Well, good luck, buddy. Yeah, I remember you telling me on DM. Good luck, mate. Doing well, maybe? Oh, okay. Maybe doing well? Okay, that's good. I'm glad you're maybe doing well then. As I think these boys have, yeah, WR Senna's Porsche just looks absolutely stupid now with all that damage that's on it. But I believe he is actually, I think that car is actually fine. I think he's actually going to try and set laps now. So we'll see if he does. We've got, yeah, that's FH444 coming up behind him. Trying to get some space, wait to do another good cheeky little lap. But yeah, a long race today. 28 laps of Laguna Seca, because it's quite a short lap to be fair. Like a in the 1 minute 20s. And good luck on your education, mate. Good luck. Good luck to everyone on their education. It's always a good thing to be involved with. Getting some more education down in your life. Yeah, we've got 3 people in the chat wanting an invite, guys. So if we can get them involved, that would be great. Hopefully some people that are in the pits. Hopefully some of you can hear my voices watching this stream, and we can get them in. We've got a couple of boys in the pits at the moment, and we've got GSR Raptor, GSR CJ Pants, and YTB Ferrari wanting to get in on the action. So then we can make a 14 car grid, and that'll be a decent little size grid. That'll be good. But yeah, only a couple of minutes left of the practice session now. Weaning down to the end of this. Boys setting relatively similar times. Time's not really changing over this session. We've got KFC, he's done very well. 8 tenths off the pole. He hasn't really been too close to the top of the timesheets yet in this series. I think this is his 3rd race he's doing. So good to see him slightly higher up today, and doing a good job. So very well done to him. I think this is his 3rd different car of the 3 races that he's done. So definitely getting chucked in and having to deal with it on the fly. But I'm very thankful to him for jumping in and at such late notice and just doing what he can do. It says waiting. Is that normal? I don't know, mate. That is odd. I'm not sure why it's telling you waiting. Oh my goodness, PFC just took off down the corkscrew. I'm not sure if that was a corner cut or what, but he's back on. Oh my goodness, what is going on? He was all over the shop there. What was happening? It was like spawning and respawning and I don't even know. I don't even know. But going on to finish a lap, see if we can go any faster. We got JWF1 who set a little bit of faster lap. 0.6 off the top time now. And so is FH444 now as well. Almost about half a second off. So relatively close, to be fair, on the timings. This should hopefully mean for a good race. But 11 isn't too many people. So hopefully we can get some of the people that are waiting into the lobby and get them racing too. I think it's until with a few minutes left to qualifying, anyone can still get in. So hopefully the boys, at least at the end of this practice session, will get on the stream and know to get these other guys in. But there we are, practice session over. Got about a minute and a half to wait before it officially finishes and all the boys come across the line. But yeah, pretty chill weekend. Not too many people watching today, but it's all good. It's all good. We all chill. We are Gucci in here. So we're just waiting for the boys to come through. Obviously, FH444 finishing his lap. D-Van Low coming through as well. Nothing too quick from him today. Maybe just trying to get warmed up in the practice session, and we'll see the proper time start to roll in qualifying. Finn saying, "Who needs an invite?" I think you're in the chat, aren't you, Finn? It's YTB Ferrari, GSR Raptor, and GSR CJ Pants, who all need an invite. Those three all need an invite. So if they could get one, that would be very kind of you, Finn. But yeah, they're all. Just check the Instagram chat. They're all in there wanting to jump on. So you can have a quick chat with them, and we can hopefully get them in. But yeah, we got loads of people still going around on their laps. I'm not sure what these boys are doing, but there we are. Todd's already finished his lap and he's just going around. So is PFC. So is Sam. He's finished now. So is Steve Van Leur. Yeah, I think we're literally just waiting for those boys. There we are. WRL Leclerc, I think, has joined as well. Just in the bottom corner. So hopefully he can race as well. That'd be brilliant. Racing Raptor, I'm okay. Okay, hopefully he's in. Got the loading wheel of death, which is never a good sign. Oh god. Hopefully it comes up with the button soon. There we go. We can continue on to the qualifying session. Still got the same amount of people in here, but hopefully people can wait before they go out and send some invites, please. I would be... oh, Demon Luz disconnected. Brilliant. Okay, no, maybe he hasn't. Oh, okay, it's saying people have left, but they haven't left. And this game, honestly, is just... oh, okay, and someone has left. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, we'll see if we can watch some people coming out of the pits. We've got FH444 coming out of the pits now. Oh my goodness, this is becoming an absolute nightmare. Oh my god, people are joining, leaving. Jesus Christ. Yeah, we're getting more people in, up to 11 now. Hopefully we can bump it up. I think we're supposed to have 14 in here. Out of people that said they were going to be joining and what was going on, but it's all... Boys, it's so higgledy-piggledy today, I'm so sorry. This is probably the most out of shape bit for this stream. I don't even know what's going on. This dumb game. It always happens at your lowest points. It's like, nah, you're not going to have your stream working. There we go. We got 13 in it. Thank you to people who have been able to... Oh my goodness, we got 14 in now. Incredible. Thank you to whoever has managed to get people in now. I really, really, really do appreciate that. Of taking the time to actually stop and get people in and make for a better stream and a better race. But now, hopefully, we've had so many people randomly jumping in. I'm hoping we don't have any overlaps with cars. I think we're all good. We've got Sam who's joined in the Audi. We've got CJ Pants in the Lamborghini. Randall's in his Mercedes. We've got Raptor, oh dear, who's gone straight on there. It is a BMW Z4. That's not great. It's come straight back to the pits. D-Van Lower in the Acura, as we know. Daniel in the Nissan GTR. We've got KFC in the Janetta. FH444 in the Aston, who's taken a little bit of a wide line there, mate. That's definitely not going to be the quickest for you. WRL Senna, who's just set a time in the Porsche. We've got Toddy Games, obviously, in the McLaren, Jack in the Renault, Arsenal in the BMW M6, and then Gaming Gamo's managed to lead the pits as well. Or maybe fixed his wheel, or either just decided he's going to go for it on controller. We'll see how we can do in that cheeky little caddy. YTB Ferrari's not in here. YTB Ferrari still needs an invite. I mean, if he can join, but that would mean that we'd suddenly go from having not enough people to having a full grid, which would be insane. Oh dear. Oscar seems he can't race, so there we are. But 14 out of 15, that's not too shabby for what was. We were supposed to be starting. I think I managed to get all 15, and then suddenly 4 people before just weren't replying or just randomly said that they couldn't race. So I'm not sure what's going on. But CJ Putt said he couldn't, but now he's in here. So I don't even know what's going on. I'll have to talk to some of the boys after the race, and we'll see what's going on. But here we go into qualifying for the 6th round at Laguna Seca. We'll see how the boys can do, because I know some other people. We only had about 10 in that practice. We're up to 14 now, and some more people have joined too. I know are pretty capable. So we'll see how they can do in this qualifying session. It was seeming that low 125s were good, but first lap from Toddy Games, possibly they were running higher fuel in that practice session, but Toddy Games with a 124.9 in the McLaren to start off. So already breaking into those 124s on like his first lap of the session, second lap of the session. So fantastic to see Toddy back at the top of the time sheets again. Can he be the first person to win 2 rounds? No way. That would be crazy. That would be simply crazy. But thank you everyone for jumping in the stream and sort of hanging on and waiting out for me, and hopefully it's all going to go okay from now on. Please, because we had just before the stream, like 2 minutes before the stream was about to start, the lobby just kicked me straight out. So I was like, oh perfect, this is brilliant. So I had to set up a new one quickly. I was very stressed. So I'm going to finish this lobby, do the interviews with the boys, and then I'm literally going to sit on my sofa and watch Formula 1 and chill the hell out after this, because it's been too stressful already for this morning. A nice Saturday morning, and we're all stressed. But there we go, 10 minutes out of the 50-minute quali, sorry. So I'll quickly run through. If this is your first time watching the MotoMeerkat World Series, firstly, welcome to the channel. If you haven't subscribed anyway, you should probably do so, because we make good motorsport content. So yeah, MotoMeerkat World Series, we've got anyone could join. If you want to join the reserve list, then just drop me a DM on Instagram at MotoMeerkat or Twitter at Moto_Meerkat, and anyone can join the reserves. And basically, I just send out if people drop out the series, then that's why I've been able to get people to jump in very quickly. So thank you to all my reserves who are super on the ball and ready to jump in when people suddenly have to drop out. So anyone's able to do that. So today we are at Laguna Seca, obviously. Lovely sunny weather, no rain, thank God for the boys. And we've had a 15-minute practice session already. This is a 15-minute quali, and then we've got a 40-minute race. Now, the settings are damage is on performance impacting. So if you crash, like, it's going to impact how your car drives, but it's not going to like completely stop you from driving. So you should be able to get back to the pits, get it fixed, and then get back out again. Hopefully that's the plan anyway. And tyre wear is on. So all the boys have to do one mandatory pit stop where they change their tyres, and fuel usage is on as well. And during that pit stop, they also have to dump a little bit of fuel in as well. So that can mix up the strategies as such, and boys can try out different things, different tyre strategies, different fuel strategies, all different things. So makes for a little bit more of an interesting addition to the championship. Adding that and having the 40-minute races makes it a little bit longer, so it can hopefully create some longer battles as it has done in the past, obviously allowing for a bigger pit window as such. There isn't a pit window, you can pit whenever you want, but usually people pit in a certain sort of time frame. But it gives a wider pit window, more open to different strategies, and allows for all the pit stops in previous races have allowed for loads of mixing up of the field before. So good to see that again today. Less today, because obviously in the last 2 races we've had rain, and that has meant for some differing pit strategies with tyres, etc. But today it still should be very good. Laguna, one of my favourite tracks, and still being a 40-minute race, but technically a longer race, being 28 laps, so obviously with the shorter laps. We were at Silverstone last week, and the laps are so long there. I think it was a 20-lap race, but the lap times there like 2:10 or something ludicrous, so long. So this track is much shorter. And finally, we're seeing some times. I think it was like at 1.1. I think Jack was closest to Todd there, but we've seen Sam and FH444, so that's some decent laps there. Sam getting almost about half a second off Todd for that pole, and FH44 only just further off, about 0.6 off. So fantastic to see the boys there putting in some decent times now. And everyone's now also been able to actually get out of the pits. That's the first hurdle, and we managed to clear that. So a lot of difficulty with this damn game. Well, we're good. We're mainly sorted, I hope. I don't want to jinx it. I really don't want to jinx it. But I hope we're okay. I hope we're good. So yeah. But about 7 minutes left now. Just weaning down. I think the boys are hopefully not crashing into each other. Hopefully. Oh, yeah. I would do the same as Raptor. Just go straight past. Just leave them. I think they're waiting to try and get free space. I don't even know. Hopefully they're not crashing again. Don't be wasting your qualifying on crashing. Yeah, to be fair, times are pretty close. Furthest away person is Arsenal, but I know it takes him a little while to warm up. But at the end of the session, he should hopefully set a little bit of a quicker time and get closer to the boys. So very difficult corners here. So I thought the disparity between them would be even larger than this, but not too bad actually. So we could see some very close racing today, which would be fantastic. Obviously, always close racing in the MotoMeerkat World Series, but hopefully today is no different. And we can see the boys just having a good time. The main thing is just having fun, really, isn't it, boys? Come on, the main thing is just having fun. So yeah, I'll quickly run through the little the championship that's going on right now. So at the moment we've got Jack, who's currently qualifying fourth, going through the corkscrew. We know he's got pace, so he could probably go faster than he already has, so we'll wait to see that in the later session. He's leading the championship at the moment on 55 points, a 10-point lead to the second place man, which is the man on pole currently, Todd E. Games. So if he gets some good points here, manages to get that win, possibly close the gap to first in the championship. So that would be brilliant to see. Then we've got WRL Leclerc, who should be in here but isn't currently, so that is frustrating for him. He's third in the championship on 42 points. I think he was having a lot of difficulty being able to join the lobby, which is very annoying. As I said, this game just has a mind of its own sometimes. Then we've got Rundle, who's down in 12th currently, but was very late to join. I think he's just getting up to pace now. He's in 4th on 36 points. Then we've got CJ Pants just behind him in 13th, who's just behind him in the championship as well, 5th on 26 points. Then we've got Divan Le, who's in 6th on 25. Then Southless, who couldn't be here, in 7th on 22. F1 Reviews, who also couldn't be here, in 8th on 19. Then in 9th, we've got WRL Senna, who was previously McGuinness, 4, 5, 6. He's recently changed his name to WRL Senna, so I'll get that changed in my handbook and everything now. But yeah, just remember that's still McGuinness in the Porsche. Doing very well today. Up into third qualifying position at the moment. Just leaving the pits now, probably after having a crash and fixing some damage. Going up for another lap now. See if he can get any closer. But Todd getting even further into the 124s there with a 124.7. Really, really quick from him as he crosses the line again. 1.5 seconds off his best time for that one. So must have made a little bit of a mistake on that lap. But hopefully, yeah, hopefully we can just see Ben League Racing. There's nothing better than to watch MotoMeerkat World Series on Saturday afternoon while eating cereal. I'm glad, mate. I'm glad you're enjoying the MotoMeerkat World Series with your cereal. May I ask, what cereal are you eating? That would be interesting to know. Thank you, Ben. See if it's some gross like bran flakes or something, or if it's like something actually decent, like, I don't know, Rice Krispies or Cookie Crisp or Frosted Flakes or something. I don't know. Daniel says, I've got horrendous handling issues, which is costing me loads of time. Oh dear, mate, that is very frustrating. Yeah, you're down in 12th, about 3 seconds off. I did see earlier when I was watching you, I made a little comment on how you sort of seem to be all over the place. Exiting corners especially, you were just, yeah, look, you're going all over the shop. Just like your car doesn't really want to turn. That's really weird, mate. I'm not sure what is going on there. Oh dear, that's FH444, I believe, on the inside of the corner. Yep, pinned it on the inside. Hopefully doesn't get in Daniel's way. Luckily not. But a cheeky little spinallo at the first corner there for the man in the JFB Aston Martin for today. A very, very nice livery on that Aston Martin, to be fair. With a slight bit of damage on the front, but I don't think that's really going to be affecting him at all. I think that should be fine. As no one still really setting faster times at the top of the timesheet. It seems at the moment, with just under 3 minutes to go, that it seems like Todd could be taking the pole today at Laguna Seca, but never say never. Got 2 minutes left. That's like 2 laps. 2 or 3 laps. The boys could easily put it out of the bag in between now and then. Rundle's managed to bump up to 4th. Finally getting his pace down there with a 125.5. They're decently well there. 3 quarters of a second there off the pole time. Oh my goodness. What a send from him there. Up the inside into the corkscrew. Fair play to Rundle. That was a very interesting move there, but he got it done. Oh, Frosty, says Ben. Elite cereal. Yeah, mate, that is an elite cereal. That is poggers. That is very, very poggers. I find that they're one of the best cereals as well. Obviously, I love them to have them with milk, but I feel like they're one of the best cereals to have without milk as well. Like, when you get those little, what are they called? Like, the little packs where you get, like, a mini box of, like, 6 different cereals. They're always the best. Just, like, take with you. When you're going out somewhere, just nosh. Mate, yummy, yummy, yummy. Oh dear, Runnels gone back to the pits. Not sure what's happened with him there. We'll move on to WRL Senna in the Porsche. Hopefully he could set a quicker line. Sorry, a quicker lap time even. Oh no, he's moving out of the way for Todd. Todd's going to go on to another lap, and so is Senna. He's going to let JWF on as well through, who's in 10th currently in that white Bentley. Another very stunning car, but a little bit of a boat, I do believe. Oh dear, I've just noticed Raptor down in 14th is, well, I mean, going off everywhere. I'm not sure what is happening with him, but he has indeed got a penalty, I believe. How do I scroll down? There we go. Yeah, he's got a one. Well, I mean, he's got a 1 grid pace penalty, but he is in last currently. So I mean, if he just doesn't set a faster lap time, then oh dear, I always almost do that. Back to trackside, right? Where's timings? There we go. Finally got rid of them. Oh my goodness! Every time I've been like trying to press back to get out of the menu screen, and I almost leave the game. Oh no! It always is a mental. I don't know what the hell Raptor's doing, but he's just living his own life, I guess. So fair play to him. Hopefully he doesn't act like that during the race, or he's going to get some serious penalties. Just sending it down the corkscrew, completely sideways over the. I was going to say grass, but it's not grass, is it? It's so bloody hot in California. It's all just dust, basically. That's why everything just lights on fire. As soon as anyone lights a spark, it's just the entire state is just on fire. Ben says, wow, you just opened a memory of mine with those mini cereals. Yeah, mate, they're the bomb. They're like your mum would just get them. I remember, like, if you go on holiday, I don't know, it's like a villa or something, you didn't want to get like a big box because you'd never eat that in the days that you're there. So you just got like all those little mini ones, one for each day. Mate, perfect. Absolutely lovely. That's definitely quite a uni staple as well. I've never got them, but a lot of people have. Tony Games has come in the pits, and so has Sam to finish the session. These guys might get another lap. I'm not sure, but it seems like the oh, they've gone to the pits. So there we go. The top 3 have finished now. FH444 have as well. So has Rundle, I believe. So I think most of the boys having finished their lap. We got Jack coming through as well to finish his lap. Someone's coming across the line. It's Steve Van Leur. He has gone faster. Not PFC, or as I like to call him, KFC, down to 9th. Takes 8th place with a 125.8. And Jack's come in the pits as well, so he wasn't on a good lap. CJ Panzer's still on a lap as well. So is KFC. JWF1 is finished though. It seems like I thought I had Force cooldown lap on, but it seems that the AI is taking over them. So there we are. Arsenal's gone back to the pits. Dan's coming through to finish a lap as well. We got these guys coming into the final corner though. We got KFC was one of them, and CJ Pants. Yeah, CJ Pants is going to come across the line. Currently in 7th. Can he go any faster? He does, up to 2nd place with a 125.2. Fair play to CJ, getting it there on the last lap. Very nicely done. As someone else is coming across the line there. So does KFC. I think there was Dan as well, who bumped himself up to 12th there on the last lap. And KFC, I don't believe, moved. He stayed in 9th place there. But an interesting end to the session. CJ Pants jumping up from 7th to 2nd. So very, very nice to see from him. That Lamborghini, I have raced it here before. And it's not bad, to be fair. There's some nice, like, decent straights here, which do help with the Lamborghini, because it really enjoys the straights and hates the corners. So now we'll just have a couple of minutes of waiting for the boys to set all their tyres up, set their fuel up, make sure their strategy's all good for this 28-lap race we have ahead of us for today. We've got 10 people watching, so thank you to everyone for tuning in for the 6th round of the MotoMeerkat World Series. I'm coming up as Icelandic, but I'm Irish. I mean, Finn, either you chose the wrong flag, or it just wants you. The game just wants you to be Icelandic, mate. I say just go with it. Just pretend you're Icelandic. Dan, I've got some bad car issues. Yeah, man, I'm not sure what's happening with you there. Hopefully it gets better in the race, but I mean, you're still not last, buddy, so it's all good. You're all good, mate. So let's have a quick look through the grid for the 6th round of the MotoMeerkat World Series. We've got Todd E. Games on pole. Fantastic from him. See if he can be the first person to win 2 races in the series. But we've got GSR CJ Pants alongside him in second place. Another man to not win yet, but get very close, so possibly he could ruin Toddy Games' party and steal that first place from him. Then we've got Sam in third. Then we've got WRL Senna in fourth. There we go, that's a better camera angle. We've got Rundle in fifth. We're switching back to the Senna camera angle. Rundle in fifth. Then we've got FH444 in sixth. Jack in seventh, who's quite far down. Interesting to see him so far down. Then Divan Le in 8th, again another person we'd expect to see further up. KFC in 9th, good session from him there. JWF on in 10th, Gamer in 11th, Dan in 12th, Arsenal in 13th, and Raptor in 14th. So there you go, that's a cheeky little camera shot, I'm not going to lie, of the boys on the grid. We've got the McLaren on pole with a Lamborghini. There's the cars in this GT3 spec are so cool. Like, just to watch or look at, they're just fantastic. Obviously got the McLaren, Lamborghini, Audi, Porsche, all the boys. But I think that's looking like we're going to start sinking. We're about to start going for the 6th round of the MotoMeerkat World Series. Hopefully you're going to see some red lights very soon. There we are, they've come on. We go to 5 red lights at Laguna Seca, and we're green. Was that a jump start from McGintis? It wasn't, but it was a bloody good start. Incredible from him, WRL Senna. Taking on Todd already. Oh my goodness, they're going to tap. There's a crash in the background. I'm not sure what's going on there. A lot of squeezing down into the first corner. No one getting punted though. It's seeming like people are running their way through. Okay, a cone being taken out there. Cone abuse, serious cone abuse there. But we're good. No one, Arsenal going off in the background, but no crashes. To be fair, that first corner's quite nice and open. But luckily, no crashes for the boys. Loads of jostling and diving there around in the back. Oh dear, my goodness, that was a send. Sam getting punted there. I'm not sure. I didn't quite see who that was that punted him, but ouch, mate, ouch. I think it was KFC actually. KFC, you naughty boy. But Rundle, oh no, Rundle and Jack are off. Oh no, Rundle and Jack off into the barrier, just getting tangled there, and just happens in this game. You get tangled, you get attached to each other, and then you're in the barrier suddenly. So very frustrating for them. But Gamer with a fantastic start up to 4th. Bloody hell, fair play to him. Up to 4th, doing very well on that caddy, but getting a very bad exit, and Divan Lure is able to take him around the outside easily there, out of the corkscrew. But wow, what a cheeky little start there. We've still got battles going on behind. Wrapped up from last to 7th, but outbreaking himself there, allowing Dan up his inside. Rundle obviously not having a good start as well, getting involved in the crash. I'm not sure what happened there. I didn't see that, but he's down to 10th. Then we've got Jack and Sam involved in the crash as well. FH44 and KFC are dropped down, and JWF1 was really dropped down into last place, involved in a huge crash. So there must have been one further back that I missed there. I do apologise, but everything's seemingly going on the first lap. There we go. Moving on to lap 2 already. The boys already with a huge lead. Toddy Games and CJ Pants out front, about 8/10 between the two of them. But then a couple of seconds back to Divan Lure and Todd. And Gamer in 4th. In 3rd and 4th, but I believe he was down. They were down in 4th and 5th, weren't they? So who've they lost out to? What's happened there? Who's then gone off again? We got Rundle has come in the pits, Jack's come in the pits, JW in the pits, Sam's just come out. All people just fixing damage that they've had, which is very frustrating for them. Dan was up okay. He's dropped a little bit down now. He's back behind Arsenal again, so not sure what happened between those two. But we'll look back forward to the battle for 6th place. I'm not sure why I'm currently watching Jack, even when I didn't click them. But there we go. 3 of the boys fighting hammer and tong down there for 6th place, I believe that is. Yeah, we got KFC in 6th in the Janetta, having a little bit of a swipe on Sam earlier. I'm not sure Sam will be too happy with that one. But rubbing his racing, as they do say, boys. KFC down in 6th, having a good race with WRL Senna just behind. He got an absolute flyer of a start, and then just has dropped back down again. So frustrating for him, very frustrating. McGintis or WRL Senna now always getting very unlucky at the start seemingly. So hopefully he can just carry on in this race and continue, get some decent points, or he can hope at least. And we've got Raptor just in front of them. They're catching up with him in the Z4. Raptor with a fantastic start. He was down in 14th to begin with. He's up to 5th. That's got to be like the best first lap for anyone in this league so far. So fair play to him. Well done, sir. Well done. We've got Todd, who's already produced a 1.2 second lead in first. I don't know why I'm clicking people to watch them, and then it just goes to watching Jack. Oh no! What is this glitch? What is this? Oh my god. Right, so I can watch Raptor. This is the weirdest glitch I have ever experienced. There we go. Wait, we've come back, are we? There we go, we're back. That was so weird. You guys must have seen that on stream. I was clicking on other people's names and it was just taking me back to Jack. It was like, no, Jack's the championship leader. You've got to focus on him. I was like, no, I want to watch someone else. And like, no. We think you want to watch Jack. So Jack, I think everyone can say now that this game is rigged. The game wants Jack to win. It was what is happening? But there we are. Hopefully, there we go. We can switch back to Todd now, leading the race. 1.7 seconds now, going onto lap 4 of this race. As I said, very quick lap, so they're going to go faster than the McLaren even goes. So somehow, Senna did get a jump start apparently, according to Todd. It did look pretty quick, but I don't think he's got a penalty for it, has he? Let's have a cheeky little look. Where am I going? Go down. The timings. Yeah, no, he's in 6th. Mate, if he had a jump start, then he would have... Oh, I hate that it does that. There we go. Turn off timings. It would have given him a penalty, I do believe, if he had a jump start. But we can always ask him after the race. I'm sure Arthur will be very honest and tell me if he isn't. But there we go. Look, we're watching Jack again. What is this glitch, man? What is this glitch? Right, we just have to switch off people and then switch back. Oh, we'll just deal with it through the race. It's fine. We've got KFC with the closest battle anyway, as he is... Oh, my goodness. Oh, we're back to Jack again. What is happening? Oh, my goodness. This is... I don't know what is going on. This game never fails to amaze me with how it can mess up. How can I just be watching Jack? Right, we'll hope it doesn't switch back to Jack. I think I just can't stay on people for too long, or it just switches back to Jack. Jack's hacking you. He really wants you to watch him. Yeah, I think so, Ben. I think so. But CJ Pants being able to close up that lead slightly now. Hopefully we can see them catch up. But a massive lead over Divan Lur, just crossing the line now. 3.8 seconds. Then Gaming Gamer been able to go past the boys. Raptor has not had a great time. He was in 5th, I believe he was. Now he's lost out to KFC, Senna, and FH44. Down in 8th now. Poor little Raptor. Senna's now got a penalty. Oh dear! Senna and PFC have been involved in a crash. Oh dear, oh dear. Exiting the last corner, they've been involved in the crash. Don't hit Raptor! Oh, what was that? Senna, that was awful. That was terrible. Terrible rejoining of the track there. We caught you on camera as well, so there's no getting away with that. Dropping down to 9th, letting Arsenal through into 8th. Raptor, I think, probably got a little bit of damage there, passing him, but did manage to get past. And KFC getting a little bit of damage probably from the initial crash as well, but that crash actually being very, very beneficial to FH444 there, jumping up from 7th to 5th, just from that cheeky little crash. But all this crashing that's going on has allowed the boys to really, really eke out some gaps between each other. We got 11 seconds between 4th and 5th already. As there we go, we switched back to Jack when we were on that camera, so we'll go forward to someone else. Gamer in a world of his own now, in that cheeky caddy. So now we know that YTB Ferrari, he usually is in that caddy seat, has no excuses for not getting a top position yet. As Gamer's jumped in here and been able to jump onto 4th, I believe. Let's have a look at the timing. Yeah, a couple of the boys getting penalties. Sam getting a pit penalty, which is not great. 10 seconds added on to his, but if he reports it as that he was just he only just went in and he wasn't actually speeding throughout the pit lane, then we can possibly take that off. Then CJ Pants and CJ Pants and WRL Senna as well being very unlucky with getting 1 second time penalties. On this track here, there is some tough runoff parts, and it can be difficult to keep it on the black stuff, as you can see just there, FH44 taking to the gravel on the outside there, and getting a little bit out of shape. But he's managed to hold it together okay. We've got 13 people in there for the race. Thank you everyone for jumping in and enjoying this. It's been very interesting, even just to start off, but I also want to thank the drivers. They're all 14 are still in here. We've had quite a few people rage quitting before, just being like, oh, I've crashed now, so I'm going to leave. But I'm glad the boys haven't done that. But the order's been slightly mixed up here. We've got CJ Pants in 2nd, dropped 2 seconds off. Oh no, he's lost it going into the corkscrew. Meant he's now 3 seconds behind now. So it's looking like it's looking currently. Oh dear, he's binned it again. Going out the left-hander, losing more and more and more time to Divan Lur as oh dear. He's just stopped and let Divan Lur through. So there we are. That was a change for position. More second place. Divan Lur taking second place of the race today. So I'm not sure what happened to CJ Pants there. The whole way through the final sector, he was just all over the shop. Not really sure what was going on. But we move on to lap 7. We've got WRL Seca in the pits again, just coming out. Now we're lap down, but I believe he's had to do some damage and possibly changed his tyres there as well. So maybe going on a long distance strategy for his second stint. Just seeing how he can do, but as you can see there, Jack, the man that the game wants me to focus on for some reason, down in 13th, being involved in a crash earlier, and now we'll be fighting for position on track with Senna. A couple of seconds between them. We've got Sam and JWF1, who... Oh, no, okay. We're not allowed to look at Sam. We have to look at Jack. And JWF1, no, we have to look at Jack. There we go. Rundle up in 10th. We'll see if we can jump forward to Sam. There we go. Now we can go back for some reason. We've got Sam and JW relatively close, down 11th and 12th. Again, people who have pitted already with damage. Rundle again, seeming like he hasn't fixed the damage, but didn't he come in the pits? I think he did. I think he possibly did, but hey-ho. This game sometimes just decides whether it wants to show the damage or not of what's going on, so there we are. But Divan Lure putting in some decent pace now. Got past CJ Pants relatively easily and has already started to close the gap on Todd. So we've got a long time. As I said, we've got, what, about 20 laps remaining? So lots of time for Divan Lure to attempt to hopefully close this gap. Close into the leader and not allow for Toddy Games to just easily take this win. Although I do obviously like Toddy and I like to see him do well. I would quite enjoy seeing some good battling for the top positions. But we'll switch back to FH444 and KFC. Having a cheeky little battle. KFC sending it up the inside into the final corner. FH444 can't hold him off for much longer. And the Janetta is indeed through. Let's see if he can continue the battle at least. Down into the first corner. He's got a nice little run. He's going to look for the outside, possibly. Not quite going to be able to do it today. Not close enough, but KFC goes far too deep. Going to cut back. They are going to touch just about. They give each other a nice little bit of room. Going to go side by side as exit corner. But that's scuppered the exit of FH a little bit. And that allows for KFC to just about stay ahead. So him doing very well off the first lap. Gaining a lot of positions. Up to 5th now. And having a little bit of a tangle with Sam. But that's what happens in racing, so we'll deal with penalties and all that after the race. We'll see what people decide to report and what they decide to not to. As there we are, we now have to watch Jack from that camera, so switch on. Is it just an unfixable problem? This is so stupid. So dumb, so dumb. But we'll move back to this. Sadly, there's not really anyone close on track. The closest is between Sam and JW down in 11th and 12th. But we've got Toddy sandwiching the two of them, so being the leader, dealing with the back markers. Hopefully the boys are nice on him. We had JW being a very, very naughty boy in the Red Bull ring, not letting the leaders through and deciding that he wanted to battle them, so he got disqualified for that. Hopefully he doesn't do that again, but Toddy's already passed him, so I think we're good. Hopefully Sam is a good boy and allows him through as well. But what's Ben said? Ben in the live chat, any predictions for tomorrow's F1 race? Mate, it's also tough, isn't it? It's seeming like, oh no, there we go. We have to look back at Jack now for some reason. As all KFC and FH444 again, very, very close. Going into the first corner of the lap again. Lots of time quickly running down. Very, very quickly running down. Yeah, sorry, Ben. The F1 race is looking interesting, isn't it? Oh my god. On Friday, it was horrific. It was like 34 at Silverstone, and where I live, it was 36 degrees in the UK. We don't have any aircon or anything, mate. It was awful. Awful. Oh my god. I don't understand how... Oh, what? Don't go back to Jack again. Jesus Christ. Switch forward to someone else. I'll just have to keep watching. And oh my goodness, I've just noticed Divan Lure is 0.2, 0.3. Oh, he's right on the rear of Todd. How has that happened? He's looking to get a good exit, but yeah, Todd hasn't managed to get past Sam, the back marker. He's actually further off him than he was before, so I'm not sure what's happened there. But Divan Lure's closed about 2.5 seconds in about 2 or 3 laps. So there we are, Divan Lure right on the rear for the lead. He's now all over the arse of Todd. Getting seriously pressured is Todd. So we'll see if a nice little battle can come out of this. But for the F1, it's looking all over the place, isn't it? The Racing Point is looking very, very good. So I think big watch out for them, but great to see how Hulkenberg does as well. I think Stroll is looking for the podium this weekend. I think it's definitely his best chance this weekend and next weekend to clinch that podium. But right now, stop going back to Jack. We want to watch the leaders. Stop going back to Jack. Are we really going to have a time where there's like a, oh my goodness, where there's a good battle for first? And just, like imagine there's just like the most amazing move for first and it just switches back to Jack on its own. That would actually be so frustrating. There we go, we're watching Todd and Divan Lure again. We might have to keep switching between them, but hopefully it stays okay. But coming down the corkscrew, a very, very difficult corner as the boys basically take off going down there. About half a second now between the two leaders. But again, with these two boys being very close now, we're getting a few laps away from halfway through the race. So we're in sort of the pit window now. It will be between sort of 10 to 22 laps will be the pit window. So now it'll be interesting to see how the boys deal with it when they're fighting, because they're obviously going to be losing time when they're fighting. CJ Pants is about 1.7 off the leader, 1.5 off Divan Lure. So if they start fighting, CJ Pants is just there, just behind them, ready to pick up the pieces if something does go wrong. As Todd sends it on the inside, manages to get the move done, and so does Divan Lure as well. Very nicely done on the back marker there, able to sort of muscle their way through. So a very cheeky little move from Todd there. So well done to him. As someone else has got a penalty now. I believe that's 5 penalties on the board out of the 14 drivers. Jesus Christ. Ben says, yeah, it was 35 for us here. It was horrible. The fan didn't even do much, yeah. I literally woke up, because obviously I do my night shifts. As there we go, we're looking back at Jack again. Perfect. Obviously, I do my night shifts as they're so close. There we go, right. I thought I was going to switch back to Jack there. Divan looking around the outside for the sweeping left-hander. Not quite able to make it work. He's going to follow him up the hill, looking for the outside again, into the corkscrew. He's not going to make it work. He's going to have to stick behind for this one. Todd goes very defensive, claiming the apex and keeping it for himself. Goes a little bit of an interesting entry to the corner, but does okay there. Oh, Divan Lure, wow! I didn't think he'd get such a good exit there. Squeezing his way up the inside. Still there on the outside for the right hand though. Todd's going to go deep. Try and squeeze him out on the left. He does indeed. Divan Lure drops a wheel on the inside, but he's still there. Still there. He's looking for it. He's got the move done on Todd. He squeezes him out, and CJ Pants. Oh my god, that's CJ Pants! What's happened there? Oh my goodness, I thought it was a back marker. It's third place. CJ Pants steals it up into second. We've got a three-way battle for first. No way is CJ Pants going to get the exit there. Up into the first corner. We've got a three-way battle suddenly going on. 3 wide into the first corner. Todd squeezes back up the inside. Goes a bit too deep. Allows CJ Pants back through. And Divan Lure's taking the lead again. Oh my goodness, this race is suddenly hotted up. Holy moly. Divan Lure managing to take the lead. Todd leading for 11 laps. Now he's down to third place. What has gone on there? I was looking back. I honestly thought it was Sam. I thought it was Sam Malicious. Looking back, trying to get past, trying to unlap himself. But oh my god. See, as I said, if they battle, Senior Pants is going to be able to catch up. And that's exactly what he has done. As great, we're watching Jack again. Let's see if we can get cut back to the boys. Nope, not yet. There we go. Back to the three-way battle for first. But wow. Todd E now down. Oh, Sam has gone wide. Oh dear. Todd E down into third. Divan Lure already building that 1 second gap up very nicely. He had some serious pace there. Was getting held up a little bit by Todd. But now that all that kerfuffle has gone on, he's been able to take a cheeky little lead there. And I feel like could eke this out. Now, is he now going to decide to go longer? Now he's out ahead in the fresh air. Or is he going to pit early, try and get undercut on the boys? Maybe Todd might pit quite early now, because now he's going to be held up behind the boys, but he stays out for another lap now, moving on to lap 13. Unlucky for some, but could it be lucky for Todd to retake the position into second, as we've got WRL Senna on the inside. Oh, sorry, on the outside, letting the boys through. Very good for him. We got... who was that? Dan, and I believe it was Raptor just coming out the pits there as well. So a couple of people already doing their pit stops as Todd looks up the inside into the first corner. Very nicely stopped there to not involve any impact between the two, as CJ Pants all over the exit. Jesus, all over the exit curb, getting it all a bit loosey-goosey out of that one, but lost the place to Todd there. And all this battling is only helping Divan Lure. 1.3 seconds now up on Todd. Can Todd continue to put the pace in, or is he going to continue to be stuck behind the boys? As FH444 comes into the pits now as well in the Aston from 6th place, having a relatively quiet race by himself. Then we've got Arsenal with Rundle just behind now as well. Sam was obviously there with the leaders. He's already pitted. And we've got Jack as well, who's already pitted, who the game really enjoys us watching. And other boys just sort of chilling around the lower places. We could see JD Refont in 11th, though, only about 3 or 4 seconds off Jack. Could see a little fight for the bottom points positions as well. They're pretty close to Sam as well, about 4 or 5 seconds off. All these boys are pitted though, so it's really about just putting in those lap times and attempting to catch up now. FH444 looking like he yeah, he's gone past by Arsenal and Rundle now, and it's looking like he's going to be lapped as well as, yeah, Todd. Oh, okay, Divan Lur and CJ come in the pits. Perfect. Interesting strategy for the two of them. Todd actually staying out longer, and now he's got free air in first as well, with both of them pitting. That could be quite beneficial to him, possibly allowing for an overcut, but also it is very, very hot. Bright sun, Californian weather. Those tyres are not going to be lasting nearly as long as at some other tracks. So Divan Lur coming in the pits before CJ, getting out before him as well. We're going to see him. Go past now, and CJ Pants shouldn't be coming out too yet. There we go, just after him. Probably gained a little bit of time, I'd say there. There was about a second between them as they went in. Now I think it's maybe about half a second. But yeah, as they then are able to go across the pit exit line and gain more speed, we've got KFC and no, was it KFC? Was it FH44 or was it KFC? Jack, I don't want to watch you, okay? Yeah, it was KFC and Dan. Just CJ Pants and Divan Lur just coming out ahead of them. But KFC, I know Dan has pitted. But Dan, I believe, yeah, there you go. So Dan is pitted, but he is still a lap down off the boys. KFC, I don't believe is pitted yet, but I could be wrong on that. I don't want to watch Jack. Game, leave me alone. There we go. Todd as well now entering the pits on lap 14, halfway through the race exactly. WRL Senna says KFC is such a mong. I mean, bring it up with the stewards after, which is basically me, I know, but bring it up with the stewards after, mate. No need for name calling. There we go, Toddy Games. See if one lap extra on those older tyres, will that have made the difference? Will he be able to stay ahead, or will he be hampered? As Divan Lur has been a little bit slow on that lap, I believe, allows Cedar Pants to really catch up. Excuse me, to really catch up with KFC just behind them as well. Dan retaking the position from him, but obviously still a lap down. There we go, yeah, KFC does indeed come in the pits. Toddy Games just exiting the pits now. Divan Lur is going to be going past him though. There we go, Divan Lur and CJ Pants both retaking their respective positions, and Todd actually losing quite a decent chunk of time there in the pits, I believe. See if he can make any time getting the early corner there, but I don't believe so. He's going to be many seconds down there. He was only maybe 1 or 2 seconds behind CJ Pants as he entered the pits. Managed to get ahead of Daniel, who's one of the back markers, so that'll help for his pace there, but lost a huge chunk of time there, almost 4 seconds off the leader now. So frustrating for Todd there, going from leading the race very comfortably at one point to now being stuck down in third. But CJ Pants does have a penalty, to be fair. But now we look forward to the battle for the lead. Divan Lur in first, managed to eke out a second over CJ Pants now. But hopefully they can squeeze back up. We want to see a good little battle here between Divan Lur and CJ Pants. Even though CJ Pants has a penalty, what does he have? No, that's PFC has a 10-second penalty. That's not great. CJ Pants has 2 seconds of penalties. Not brilliant for him. So even Todd now is looking to really get in that window of CJ. He's 3 seconds off the leader. He's about 2 or 2.5 seconds off CJ Pants. So that's going to be his goal, basically, is to get in that window and try and be close enough to CJ to take that second place from him on the line. We've got KFC down in fourth, who has pitted now, I believe. Still in fourth, but he's got a 10-second penalty. So that's going to drop him to sixth even, possibly now. LSJ Rundle has done well as well. He was looking just behind Arsenal, I think, at one point. But I think that Arsenal possibly hadn't pitted yet, and now he has. With Rundle got a 1-second penalty. Sam Malicious with a 1-second penalty for track limits now added on to his 10-second pit penalty. So frustrating for them. Jack with a 1-second penalty as well. Raptor with a 10-second penalty, just been overtaken by Senna. And just loads of penalties going on in today's race, so the boys really not keeping it very clean. As the game again wants me to watch Jack a lot. Fine, we will have a look at Jack. Where is he? Senna coming back on. Oh dear, oh dear. What happened there? Senna just coming back on the track and getting squeezed off by PFC into the wall there. So ouch for Senna, not doing the best. They're down in P13. A fantastic start for him, but then just the rest of the race going very wrong. So unlucky for WRL Senna there. But we'll look back down to about 8th place. They're relatively close, about 3 seconds between FH444 and Jack down in 9th. Another person really underperforming in this race. This could really jumble up the standings here. Annoying that the second place man, WRL Leclerc, couldn't couldn't jump in for today. Just his game wouldn't seem to let him join for some unknown reason. So couldn't get him in. If he had done really well here and Jack had got ninth, we could have even seen a change to the lead of the championship. So frustrating there. But we've got 3 people near the top of the championship in the top 3 positions. Obviously Divan Lure, CJ Pants and Todd. But how much they can close up to each other, how much the points could change actually in the championship, you'll have to watch over on my Instagram at MotoMeerkat. If you're not following already, make sure you go and do so. But I'll be releasing all the results either later today or tomorrow, depending on how many incidents or reports get sent in from the boys. There were a lot in this race, so I am expecting quite a few. But we'll move back. Stop making me try to watch Jack, you silly game. But yeah, we've got the top 3 have already pitted now with Todd about 4 seconds off the leader, 5 seconds off the leader, and then KFC 30 seconds off the leader, just going around the first corner there, which is frustrating that people have been spread out so much now. But that's what happens in racing. Sometimes we have difficult times and things go on at the start and just basically shit hits the fan and, and stuff happens. Raptor said, may as well retire. I had a massive crash at the corkscrew. Mate, that happens, that happens. I think I missed that one with some of the boys having a big crash at the corkscrew. I was watching further forward then, so I do apologise. But yeah, huge thing going on. Hopefully we can see some clips after the race and see exactly what happened there. But JWF1 allowing for Rundle to go through as the lap car, so very kind of him there. But yeah, just a big gap. We've got, oh dear, someone's left. WRL Senna has left. Oh dear. Fair enough from him there. He wasn't going to get any points, so frustrating for him. Dan, even with his problems on steering, has managed to keep it in 10th, but he has got Mr. Arsenal FC 145 in the M6 breathing down his neck now as they move on to onto lap 17. As, oh dear, he's gone a little bit wide. That's not going to be a fastest line there, kicking up all the dust. But we'll look back to the leaders. We've got CJ Pants now. It's been about oh, Divan Lure goes wide there. That's going to lose him a chunk of time. CJ Pants gaining from about 8 tenths of a second on him to now about half a second. Stop making me look at Jack, game. I don't want to look at Jack. We'll switch back to the front runners, hopefully. There we go. Him closing down now to about half a second, 4 tenths on Divan Lure. So Divan Lure making a couple of mistakes. With that such high pace, those mistakes are going to happen as CJ Pants looks to the inside. Oh my goodness, that was late. Jesus, I thought it was going to bin him. I really thought it was going to bin Divan Lure there. But luckily, no such thing occurred. A little bit of an outbreaking himself, but oh dear, Raptor's left as well. Divan Lure goes off, allows CJ Pants to really go up into his rear now. He's going to look for the outside into the last corner. But Divan Lure's able to cover. Luckily, no taking out in the corkscrew there, thank God. But, well, in the F1 game, so they say no heroics into Sandavot. That was no heroics into the corkscrew, please. Jesus Christ. But we're all good. No damage to the boys. CJ Pants really close now into the first corner. Looks for the outside line. See if he can get a good cut back here. Get the pace down on exit. And hopefully squeeze up to the rear of Divan Lure. Divan Lure must be feeling the pressure now. Really, really getting piled on by CJ Pants here. But CJ Pants not having the best line through that one. Loses out a little bit of time again. Dropping to about half a second off Divan Lure there. Now down to 12 runners, so only 2 runners at the moment that are not going to be receiving points today. Oh dear, as Sam has now left as well, so only 1 person now not able to receive points, which is currently JWF1. But he's only about 9 seconds off Arsenal, so hopefully he can close that gap. Arsenal dropped. Oh dear, I don't know what happened. KFC has taken him, obviously being a lap car, not too much of an issue. But I'm not sure what's happened to Arsenal there. He was right on the back of Dan. Now he's like 20 seconds off him. So I'm really not too sure what happened either between those boys or if Arsenal just had an off by himself. But again, hopefully he can carry on racing. We don't see any more boys drop out of this race. I'm going to have a cheeky little drink. As we're well through this race now. Divan Lure just moving on to lap 19, still being pressured by CJ Pants, but CJ Pants just not quite being close enough to make this move. He's had opportunities where he's been a little bit close, but yeah, that move at corkscrew was not on definitely. So we don't really see any more craziness like that, CJ Pants, but we are still looking for some good moves here. So drop down to 0.3 of a second now. Come on, mate. CJ Pants, we all believe in you. We all believe in you. We know we can do this. There's no bias here, don't worry. Divan Lure, I'd still love him to see him win the race. But equally, boys, I am running a stream here, and the more action I can bring to you guys is always fantastic. It's for some reason look back to Jack. as we do again for some reason. We've got, there we go, Gaming Gamer down in 5th position in the caddy has been caught up by Mr. LSJ Rundle. Moving on to lap 19 for them. See if they can make a cheeky move. I'll watch the timing on the leaders, but no moves really happening there. So we'll look back to these boys. Obviously, as I said, Gaming Gamer in the caddy in 5th, and LSJ Rundle in his cheeky little Mercedes in 6th. All of these boys have now pitted, I do believe. We've got Arsenal just ahead, who is about to be lapped, and then JWF1 just behind, who has already been lapped by these boys. So not to worry about them. They will have nothing to do with this battle that's going on between these boys currently. So no need to look at them. There we go. It's wanting us to look back at Jack again. So we'll switch back to the front running boys. Moving on to another lap of this race. The leading gap seems to just be elongating and shortening and elongating and shortening, but Senior Pants never quite being able to get close enough to actually go for that move. So we'll keep an eye out on that battle. We'll look back now to the 5th place battle. Decent points here, up for grabs between the boys. Hopefully nothing crazy, but we'll see. Gaming goes a little bit wide, allows for LSJ Runner to look round the outside. He could set this up for the inside. Oh, very close there between the boys. A lovely little block there from Gaming Gamer, but bloody hell, trying to move past the back market as well as go for a move there. Very, very tough. But Gaming goes a little bit wide. LSJ Runner with a decent exit, but I think he's going to be able to move over to cover. He does indeed. Forces LSJ Runner to move to the outside. Looking for the move at the first corner again. Goes deep. Sees if he can hold it around the outside. No way can he do that. No chance. Oh my goodness. Fantastic little move from LSJ Rundle there. Round the outside. Steals the move before the corner. Gaming Gamer looks straight on the inside again. They're going to contact. Oh, and Gaming Gamer spins it again. Oh dear. A little bit of a tap on the inside rear of Rundle's car, and that sends him spinning round. Second race in a row. I mean, at least this time it was with someone else and it wasn't for the lead, but 2 races in a row that Gaming Gamer drops it exiting a corner. Oh mate, that's so frustrating. Very difficult on these cars. Just a little bit of dab of oversteer and you're round. Unlucky there to Gaming Gamer, falling off Rundle now. But we'll look back to the battle for 7th now between FH444, a newbie to the championship, and Jack, who's actually leading the championship. So fantastic to see FH444 leading this battle. Now I'm supposed to be watching FH444, but I'm actually watching Jack because the game wants me to watch Jack. But oh, now he switched back. But it doesn't really matter because Jack's actually in the battle. So even if it does, for some reason, auto switch to Jack, we're all good because that's who we want to watch anyway. So we'll see how this battle can eke out now. Rundle and KFC. Rundle has taken 4th place. How has that happened? KFC with a little bit of a battering ram seemed to have happened on the front. Yeah, must have had a little bit of an issue there, KFC. Dropping down to 5th place, allowing Rundle up into 4th. So fair play to him there. Yeah, Rundle's done very well, going from 6th to 4th on seemingly the same lap. We'll drop back to FH444 and see if... Jack's looking to get a decent exit there. Out of the final corner, not able to get it done there. But looking forward to the front battle, you can see in the top left corner, it's dropped now to about 1.5–2 seconds between the boys. So not sure if Senior Pants has had a little bit of a problem, or if Divan... Oh my goodness, Jack's gone for it into the first corner. A cheeky little move there. And FH444's gone wide. Going to try and hold the inside here into the right-hander though, which he's able to do. Not quite. Oh my goodness. I thought I was going to be a repeat of last time. I thought they were going to have a little bit of a tangle there. One of them was going to die. FH444... Oh my goodness, that was so close. Oh, I'm literally cringing in my seat as Jack's gone wide. Jack has gone wide, exiting the corner. Allows for FH to go back up the inside there and retake his 7th place. Very close between these boys. Still battling for points, even though they're slightly far down. But he's going to look for it again. No way is he going to look for it. Oh, he looks for it up the inside into that flowing left-hander. Not quite able to do so. Literally couldn't be any closer up behind FH's rear in the Aston. Jack looks to the outside, into the corkscrew. FH getting all a bit dusty, into the corner, holds the inside. Jack looks around the outside with a beautiful move. Takes the corner perfectly, takes the line he wants to take, and really takes the place. That's all that matters, as FH44 is going to go a little bit wide, drop 1 tyre on the exit there. But we'll look back to the front, because I've just noticed CJ Pants has closed it from 2 seconds to 1/10 on the leader there. We're still looking for that 6 different winner from 6 races. If Divan Look can win 2 in a row, that would be mental from here. But then you have to sit down and just say fair play. But let's keep the championship alive, and let's see CJ Pants take this win. Not that I'm biased or anything, no bias here, boys. But dropped again, down to 6/10. There we are. FH444 still being pressured by Jack. Jack looking around the outside of the second corner. Not going to happen again. We're going to be switching between these battles now. Only a few laps left of the race. And finally some boys squeezing up. We've also got Gaming Gamer and KFC getting relatively close in 5th now. Oh, sorry, KFC was in front of him. So KFC, I think, has just had some proper bad damage. I think he's binned it himself. And that's allowed for Gaming Gamer to steal through up into 5th place in the caddy. So Rundle and Gaming Gamer both getting past KFC now. But we'll look back. FH44 hugely pressured by Jack again through the flowing left-hander up into the corkscrew. Jack not really close enough yet to make a move. And the first place battles dropped down again. 1.3 seconds again. Todd, he was 6 seconds behind the leader. Now he's only 3.5. So everyone's seemingly jumping about an absolutely crazy amount currently. Let's look back, see if we can have a look at the timings. So CJ Pants has a 2-second penalty. So Todd is trying to stay in this 2-second window now, basically. He is in it currently, but whether he can be staying in it to the end of the race, only about 5 laps left now of the race. So very, very close. Jack gets a lovely exit off the last corner, already looking up the inside, down the straight. They're going to go side by side, through the flowing left, down into the tight left-hander of the first corner. Who's going to be able to late breaker? It is Jack. Squeezes him out, and FH44 can't get a good exit from there. And Jack has made the move stick, but he's done that before and then has made a mistake and allowed for FH to go through. So we'll continue watching this battle as they flow through here. Has FH got anything to say for that move? Can he look back up the inside? What can he do? What can he do? As it looks like now, if Jack just doesn't make a mistake through this next couple of corners, that he should be all right, be able to take that 7th place and keep those points for himself. Igen Gossens, I hope I pronounced your name there, says, Gamer, you can do it. He's doing all right, mate. He's up into 5th. Oh my goodness, he's going wheel to wheel with KFC. Thank you for making me look at those two boys. They are rubbing and racing through the second last corner. KFC has managed to take him, push him wide there on that right-hander, and retake 5th position. So just as you were giving Gaming Gamer support, he does indeed lose a place. Very frustrating for him there. Back down into 6th place. But hopefully in that caddy he can see if he can re-pressure KFC. KFC, oh my goodness, getting it all wrong. Touching the inside wall. Oh my goodness, I thought he was going to clatter into Gaming Gamer there. But luckily he doesn't. Getting it all wrong there. All out of shape, exiting the flowing left-hander on the straight even. Allowed for Gaming Gamer to catch up a little bit. But again, another battle to watch. As, oh my goodness, I've just noticed, CJ Pants is now 3 seconds off Divan Lure. He's made a massive mistake, allowing for Toddy Games to catch up now in 3rd. But remember, CJ Pants has that 2-second penalty. So as long as as long as Toddy Gaines keeps that margin behind CJ Pants there, he's only about, what, 2/10 off now? 3/10 off? So as long as he just stays that close behind, he's got that 2nd place. He's pretty chill for that. So he's good. Ben League Racing says, CJ Pants hasn't won a race yet, has he? We can get 6 different winners from 6 different races. Yeah, I know, we could have done. But CJ Pants has now completely fallen off Divan Lure. Divan Lure with now a 3.5 second lead has taken FH44 on the road to lap him, which is down in 8th place. So he'll be coming up on 7th now to even lap him. So Divan Lure putting in some amazing pace. But we'll look back onto the 2nd place battle now. Oh dear, Todd, not the best entrance from him, getting all out of shape, exiting the corkscrew, losing a little bit of time on CJ Pants as Arsenal goes wide, hopefully just to allow the leaders through there. Very, very good from him, very, very good from him. But Todd really has nothing to worry about. He doesn't need to put it on the line and go for that move realistically. Like, he's sound, he's good. KFC gaining a little bit more time on Gaming Gamer there, about a second between them now for 6th place. Jack has increased his lead over FH444 hugely, about 4 seconds now between them. Then another big gap down to Dan in 9th, who's going to get some decent points. Arsenal down in 10th, another huge gap. And then JDO F1 has continued racing, fair play to him, but he's got a huge gap now down to even to Arsenal as well. So no change for positions it's looking between those boys. So we'll look through onto the penultimate lap now for the boys. CJ Pants under a lot of pressure now from Todd. But what is going to happen? Is he just going to not go for any racing because he knows he's already got this penalty, so it doesn't really matter? Or are they still going to absolutely go for it, hammer and tong between the boys? As we see, I don't know what is going on with that camera. What is happening? Why are we looking at we're looking at the hillside? But there we go. We move back on to the boys for battling for second place. 4 seconds off the leader now. Divan Le looking set to win the 6th round, which will be a record for the MotoMeerkat World Series. He'll be the first driver to win 2 races and the first driver to win 2 races in a row. So fair play to him. Coming into this championship late, but already making his mark. As Todd is able to pass the back marker of FH, losing a little bit of time on that lap. CJ Pants not having his best lap there. But there we go. We're going to move on to the final lap of the race. Crazy, 28 laps. It's flown by as Divan Le comes up behind Jack, the back marker. I know Jack is very, very good. So hopefully we'll see him allowing Divan Le pass easily. No hold-ups for Divan Le there, and he won't lose his 4-second lead because he definitely deserves to be winning this race at this point. But we'll watch him come over the line in a bit. We'll look back to CJ Pants and Toddy Games. Slightly behind now, having a tight, relatively close scrap, but Todd not really being able to get close enough to make that move happen. And then people are sort of getting close and then moving apart and getting close again and moving apart again. This race seems to just be full of that. So not sure what has been happening with the boys there. But there we are, on to the final lap of the race. I'm not sure why. Okay, because I'm focusing on Jack for some unknown reason. But who was that? Who was that exiting the corner? Who'd binned it? Who had binned it? Oh, okay, it's Gaming Gamer. Who's he hit? Oh my god, that's Todd! That is Todd and CJ! That was Todd and CJ coming through. Oh my goodness. CJ Pants has slowed down. That's allowed Todd to drop into second. What was going on there? Why did Gaming Gamer hit them? Oh my god, I don't know what happened there. But Todd's managed to sneak through into second place on the final lap. Getting in a whole kerfuffle with a back marker there. We'll have to have a look at that after the race. I really don't know what happened. We'll see what the boys say. But literally, I don't know what was going on there between, I think it was Gaming Gamer and them, or possibly someone else getting involved as well. But Divan Le is going to come across the line to take his 2nd win in the MotoMeerkat World Series. Very well deserved there to take the win. Toddy coming through in 2nd. He would have got 2nd anyway because CJ Pants had that penalty. But realistically, what the hell happened on that last lap there? I have no idea. But Todd comes through to take 2nd place and some decent points for him there. CJ Pants jumping at the last minute and getting 3rd, so well done to him. And also we'll see Rundle coming down into the corkscrew, and now all the drivers with pretty large gaps between them, to be honest. We've got Rundle that's going to come through in 4th position. Then we've got KFC behind him in 5th. Then we've got Jack, who's already slowed down. I think he's already finished in 6th. And we've got FH444 in 7th. Gaming Gamer, who I'm really not sure what happened to him. What happened to him there in 8th. Well, again, we'll see what happens. Who reports what after the race will be very interesting. Yeah, Gaming Gamer just ploughed into CJ, says Ben. There's got to be a penalty. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Dan finishing 9th, so well done on his debut, getting some points here, even though he had some steering problems. Arsenal down in 10th, getting a point as well, 1 solitary point. And JWF on the only man finishing the race to not get a point. So very sad for them. The boys doing some donuts. Divan Le doing some happy donuts for the win. Very, very big well done to him for taking his 2nd win in the MotoMeerkat World Series. And we will get some people into the lobby and into the chat even, and we'll get some interviewing going on to see how the boys doing. So there we are, last person to cross the line is done, and that is your finishing order for the race. As I said, Divan Le taking the win with Toddy Games in 2nd, and GSR CJ Pants rounding out the podium positions. Rundle getting another 4th place. I think he did well again there. I think he got 4th place again last time out. So well done to him. PFC, even with a 10-second penalty, coming home in 5th. So good to see there. But let's get the boys into a cheeky little Xbox party. Gaming Gamer says, KFC, you spun me 3 times. Oh dear. I think there may be a couple of clips coming my way, boys. If you boys are watching and you were in the game just then, be sure to send me any clips or any reports or anything like that in DMs on Instagram, and we'll get that sorted out. But let's invite the boys to the party. We got Divan Le jumping in, we got Todd jumping in, and we got GSR CJ Pants jumping in as well. So let's get them all in now. Cool. Invitation sent, and we'll see WR Senna saying he's got the clip. Always best to have the clip there, lads. And Finn's still saying he's struggling. He's Icelandic for some reason. Yeah, I'm not sure why the game is saying that you're Icelandic there. But hopefully we got two of the boys jumping in already. We'll see if CJ Pants can jump in for an interview as well. But we'll get started. Firstly, sorry, Demon, I'll get to you in a second. But Todd, what happened there on the last lap? I just suddenly switched back to you guys, and you and CJ Pants were all over the shop, seemingly with a back marker. What happened? I can't hear you, Todd. So if Todd, if you're speaking, can you hear him?
Yeah, I can.
There we go. There we go, Todd. I can hear you now. I can hear you now, mate.
Yeah, so last lap, CJ probably got caught up with some back marker and then he kind of went back across the track, kind of knocked me off and he thought, you know, he let me back through, which is quite nice. I was in range anyway, but it was quite tense, so it's crucial because I'm pretty sure I'm championship leader now. So yeah.
Ah, really? Okay, I'm yet to work out. My math isn't the best, so I'll work that out after the race. But yeah, with a decent, another decent finish, I think you possibly could be Jack finishing slightly down the order as well. But yeah, whatever happened there with the back marker, well, I think people have got clips, so we'll have a look at that after the race. But still, well done, Todd. You were in range, but it was looking interesting at points. But then that crash sort of ruined that suspense a little bit. But still, well done on achieving the second place. Then to Divan Lur, we saw some great battles during the race, and then CJ Pants just suddenly sort of fell off and was suddenly 3 or 4 seconds behind you. You were setting brilliant laps, pulled away, so well done. What was your take on that race? Oh dear, I think he's speaking again, but I can't hear him again. So I can see that he's speaking on the Xbox app. There we go. I can hear you now, mate.
Okay. I was fucked over straight away by the start. I was pushed into the sand. Then
Yeah.
the rest of the first lap I stayed out of trouble, so I picked up the pieces, went up to 4th, and then I put in some great pace to be able to catch Todd and CJ and able to overtake them.
Yeah, mate, it was really good. Yeah, you had good pace and some very, very cheeky little moves as well to earn your way up to the first place. You really did deserve that win today, mate. So well done. Thank you guys for jumping in interviews after the race, and again, well done, boys. I'll see you next week. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Not gonna lie.
But there we are, boys. That is it for the 6th round of the MotoMeerkat World Series. Thank you very much for tuning in again. I'll get my let's all agree beautiful face back on the stream. There we are. Woohoo! There we go. 6 rounds done already. So crazy. Way over halfway through now. Make sure to join me again, same time next Saturday at midday for the 7th round. Let's have a little check where we are for that 7th round. We will be at the Nürburgring. Obviously, not the Nordschleife. That would be a little bit long, even to do 5 laps round. So, at the Nürburgring GP, another one of my favourite tracks. Should be good for racing, so that should be another very good race to tune in for and enjoy. Highlights for this one will be up sometime later this week at some point. And otherwise, just enjoy your week, boys. Enjoy your weekend. We've got a lovely little weekend of Grand Prix racing, obviously Formula 1 at Silverstone this weekend, and again next weekend, so it'll be sort of a bit like deja vu, won't it? But don't worry, we won't be at the same track, we'll be at that different track at the Nürburgring, so make sure you tune in then midday Saturday for the next race. Thank you all for tuning in this time though and enjoying today's race. Some fantastic little battling and some great points from the boys, so we'll see how that affects the championship. Jump over to my Instagram at MotoMeerkat to find out all the official results and standings from after this race, but otherwise I think that's all from me today. Thank you again for watching another stream on the MotoMeerkat YouTube channel, and I'll see all of you Meerkats later. Goodbye, guys.